Hello and welcome to this new episode of Bahraini Dishes cooking show. I am Chef Ali Yousif and I'll be taking you to a delicious journey in which we will explore and cook many traditional dishes. In today's episode, I'll be preparing for majbous laham. Majbous laham is mutton and called rice. Actually meat majbous. Start with going to put the meat to boil it, to take some of the fats and dirt off of it, and I'm going to add also in it few spices in there just to give it better flavor, so it won't be so muttony or meaty as it is said. Going to add bay leaves, cinnamon, black lemon, cloves, black pepper and cardamom. Let it mix together. And now same time I'm going to put onion. I've got the oil is ready already. The majbous is very traditional Bahraini dish actually. Cooking time, it's a lunch meal. Onion there, red onion. I've diced it because some people they slice it, which is no problem at all. People will have their way to cut their onion and their way to sizzle it. So sliced also garlic in here, which is people also can throw just a whole garlic or chop it, totally fine with that. But you need to sizzle it in very slow heat. Take it until it becomes very brownish, and then we will add, before that we will add the 7 spices in there: lemon, cinnamon, black pepper and cloves and cardamom, bay leaves. Same is there. But here it will remain and will stay for the whole process of cooking. That one will stay there only to boil the meat. A lot of families, they do, it's their actually favorite dish on daily basis. Taking it to the second level, and people they add extra to the recipe to make sure they will create a new taste of it, and they succeed actually, and it shouldn't be that long here. For that I'm just waiting till the onion gets brownish. And the rice has been there. I washed it actually for 6 to 7 times. I have washed the rice and I soaked it in a water for almost 1 hour to give you life easier, and we cook really fast. Some herbs here there also to give you some nice aroma. Will be better taste to kill all the other taste of spices also. We'll get a short break and get back to you soon till the onion gets goldish to brownish, and then we continue from there. Welcome back, and here we are still fighting with these onions. Soon it's going to be ready so we can add the meat into it. Before that, as you see, the foam has come out, and this is all dirt has go away, or dead blood, as you say. So, gonna clear it off. Don't need that at all, unless I have decided to add potato in there, which is an option. And as I mentioned before, for our dishes, we cut the thick slices of carrots or potatoes. Why? Because it will stay there, it will be cooked, it will be fried and then boiled along with the rice. So keep it thick so it have at least life to live long in them. Okay, and now we're going to add the potatoes to the onions. So we are going to mix it. Now here, we're not doing it fully cooked in there because we're almost done there. So what we will do is we'll take it out from there to here, we'll add it to the onions and potatoes. And as I mentioned in the other also recipes, I don't add the salt along with the meat in the beginning. Why? Because salt, it won't help it get tender quickly. So as you see, I'm taking it out without the water, put it there, okay? But won't throw the water yet because you will need some of it later to give flavor. You just turn the heat off and leave it on the stove until you use it next time, later on. I'm going to mix that one. We'll leave it for, give it maybe 10 minutes, and then we will add the rest of the ingredients. To cook better way, I'm going to cover it and leave it for at least 10 minutes, and we'll get back to it. And welcome back again, and almost done with this one. I'm going to add the herbs right now to give it more taste and aroma, nice flavor. I'm going to cut a little bit of dill. Just give it very, don't have to cut it really tiny, just these small ones, and put it in there. It's going to melt anyway. This is just very long process cooking, and this is some parsley here. Right. And some coriander. That gives your dish actually flavor. We don't put mint leaves in every dish. We don't put other curry butter leaves, or how they call it, curry leaves. We don't put them there. And yet, some people does it. So it doesn't mean the dish really has that recipe in there or that ingredients. Mint leaves or curry leaves, or yes, we do bay leaves, because bay leaves, it goes in everywhere actually. And bay leaves are international recipe actually, I mean an ingredient. And I leave it there for a few seconds, let it sniff some herbs. I let it there to breathe a little bit, and I'm going to put turmeric, coriander powder, cumin powder, Bahraini bazaar, which is, we call it, it's a mix of spices out of everything, name it. And then we have black pepper and red chili powder. Going to measure each 1 tablespoon everything. Sounds too much, but this is how we do Arabic food. That makes sure in how much you're cooking. You don't exaggerate your recipe. Don't exaggerate your spices because it's going to ruin your dish. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon of each, but only the mixed spices I'm going to add 1.5. And also black pepper, you use your finger because this is how we do with black pepper only. And then we've got red chili powder. I won't put too much, I'll just go 1/2 teaspoon. Now I'm going to mix it. And now I'm going to add water in there as needed. That should be around 4 to 5 cups. Not putting fully water here. And if you want to put water, you would just put level just to cover it, and then you add the rice. And then you wait for it to get dried and the rice will get cooked, and then eat it. Right, I'm going to add a little bit of this broth that we made the meat out of it, and right, without the spices, without any other thing. Like I just took out the call it the foam out of it, so it's pure clean. I'm going to take the water out of the rice, so get it prepared so we can add it to there. Right, as you see, it's very clear. Right, and we're going to add it there gently. Make a mess. We'll keep it on very low heat so it will cook really nicely. Mix it, everything goes down, and it's an optional if you want to throw some chilies there or tomatoes, just to add colors and flavors. The water is not level, so you need to make it level. Right. One thing before we forget, 4 to 5 teaspoons salt. People think it's too much salt. No, it's not. Trust me, it's not. Mix it. I love majbousses, and my best majbous is actually meat rather than chicken or shrimps, which is easier to make the others quicker. And not everyone also can make the majbous meat because it depends on the meat as well. We're gonna keep it there for 45 minutes. Right, in 45 minutes, I'm gonna clear out this, make you a side dish. Let's work on balalit maybe. Let me tell you what balalit is. Let's leave this and see you in a bit. And welcome back. And now, of course, everybody knows majbous. The more you give time for it to still on the oven, it gets better, more texture in it. And now I'm going to do a side dish for you, a sweet. Actually, we call this balalit. The minute I look at the vermicelli here on the bowl with me, remember balalit. Balalit, saffron, cardamom powder, and then I've got eggs and sugar, and that's vermicelli as well that I just want to roast a little bit and boil most of it. And also got boiled water in there, it's ready, right? Gonna put it on ready. It won't take that long. It's just a matter of quick boiling. And you've got to stir it, and you need to buy the best vermicelli. Not every vermicelli works in this dish. Why? Because some of it gets very, very soft like dough, and you won't enjoy it, trust me. And this is very sweet. This dish served actually before or after also breakfast during Ramadan. My family usually we do it. Usually we eat it in Eid time, actually in the morning, with tea with milk. Nice, it gives you nice texture. You won't feel the sugar in the tea because this is so sweet. And also depends on how much of sugar you're gonna add in there. You can make it like medium sweet or very little sweet. You don't have to really make it very sweet. And it's been roaming around Bahrain for years. So everybody knows it basically. It's almost ready, as you see it. And how for you to know that it's ready, you just grab one piece and bite it. And if it's hard, it's not ready yet. I'm gonna put this pan on to heat the oil so it gets ready to make the egg. The egg will go like omelette. It will be on top of it. And there are other families, there's other people does it, scrambled egg and mixed it together. And it's ready. I'm gonna drain the water off. You're going to add the sugar. The amount of sugar depends on how much amount you want, but usually it goes 1.5 to 2 cups per bag. You could add more or less, it depends, as I said, how much you want. And then followed by saffron. You gotta put it on the top because of the heat and sugar. It melts off the flavor out of the saffron and cardamom. Right, that has been added. Now I'm going to do the egg. Need a bit of salt. The normal omelette, just normal omelette. A bit of pepper, black pepper, and mix it, right? Put it on, and I've got to need a little bit of oil. Because I need to roast a little bit of those here. Make it brownish. And then we'll add the rest of it now. Turn it off so it won't get burned, because I don't prefer to take it off the pan for no reason. Right. This crisp is gonna be crispy for now. Then after it won't be crispy because it will be mixed with the other, with the rest of the vermicelli there, balalit, and it will give a different texture in it. Now, going to add this in here. Don't panic. It's just sound of freedom. This is it for balalit. Now you can reduce the heat so it won't burn it, because you need to drain the water out of it, get a little bit dry. So now I can smell all of it now. Smell the vermicelli mixed along with the saffron and the cardamom, and we're ready for plating. Usually we keep it there for some time so it gets a bit dry, not too soggy. This looks amazing. Amazing, amazing. By the way, even during the normal days, you can have it for dinner actually. We do sometimes actually, but not for lunch for sure, not for breakfast. It's going to be very heavy breakfast. But yet you can do it for brunch actually, not breakfast or lunch. But breakfast is fine, brunch is fine. But yes, that was it for the balalit recipes, and it looks amazing. And now we put the omelette in there. That's how it's served. Here it was very simple and quick recipe to this balalit, sweet noodles call it, or sweet vermicelli, and it's very common, especially during Ramadan, to make it. I hope you really like it. And how we done with our majbouz? Time to plate it. And let me remind you, it's served with either dakous sauce, you know the dakous. If you don't know, wait for the next episodes and then we can show you. And either tamarind sauce or also any hot sauce would be nice. And you still can have it with some pickles as well. And if you don't want, just have it straight, you can have, look at this. As you see, the rice has to be that way. Right. Now time to plate it. And this is majbouz. It's very famous actually dish in Bahrain. It's very Bahraini, and it's especially when it comes to majbouz hamur. That's the best one you can have. You put the lemon and up to here we're done. Also, you can squeeze lemon on it on top, that'd be great, or chili flakes would be nice. Sounds delicious. With that, we have reached to the end of today's episode. See you next time with another delicious dishes of Bahrain's traditional cuisine. Goodbye.